Good evening, Tanishq. Good evening, Tanishq.
Good evening, sir.
So how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine, ma. Okay. So yesterday, anybody they had taken the class, chemistry class, on behalf of me?
No, sir. I was waiting for you yesterday.
Okay. Actually, yesterday I was some emergency, that's why I didn't take the class. Okay.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Okay. So have you read this one, GOC? Now you are understanding what we are discussing: purification of the organic compounds and quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis. Everything you are understanding now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In last class, we discussed about the estimation of the carbon and hydrogen. Okay. For the estimation of the carbon and hydrogen, also we had done some calculation. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the next we will discuss about the estimation of the halogens. Tanish, before going to the halogens, can you tell me what are the halogens which we can call as a halogens, Tanish?
Um, no idea, sir.
Oh, idea. Last time also we discussed, na?
Last time is when, sir? Saturday?
No, not Saturday. I think so. Day before yesterday, Monday class.
Monday.
Yeah, Monday class also we discussed because our last we discuss about that one only. I think Saturday class you was absent, na? Saturday class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. So that's why Saturday we discussed about that one. I showed some video also. So how they are forming as a precipitate, practical related concept I showed in the video also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So actually, which we can call as a halogens means here chlorine, bromine, iodine. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine bar we can call as a halogens. Okay. Here, how we are going to estimate the amount of the halogens present in a given organic compound means by using the carriers method. By using the carriers method, we are going to be estimate the halogens. Okay. So first of all, what are the halogens means? Chlorine, bromine, iodine, or we can call as a halogens. Okay. Now, let us see in this one. Here, how we are going to estimate means we are taking as a carriers method. Sir, what is meant by the carriers method means here? The longest glass tube is called as a carriers tube. Okay, so this glass tube is called as here carriers tube. Carriers tube. It is made up of the glass only. Okay, the longest glass tube is called as a carriers tube. In this one, so we have a one small capillary tube here. Okay, so this we can call as a this one fusion tube we can call. So this we can call as a fusion tube. In this one, we are taking small amount of the organic compound. Known mass of organic compound we are taking. Okay, in this one we are taking as a known mass of organic compound. So this we are taking as an organic compound. Known mass of organic compound. In fusion tube, we have taken as known mass of the organic compound. Okay. Again, whatever the organic compound is that, so that we are heated with, fused with, heated with concentrated nitric acid, fumes of concentrated nitric acid. Okay, if it is treated with here, fumes of concentrated nitric acid, it is treated with fumes of concentrated nitric acid. Fumes of concentrated nitric acid. What is the molecular formula of the nitric acid? Means HNO3. Okay. Now, so by heating with the fumes of the concentrated nitric acid, if the compound is organic compound is containing halogen, it converts into the halide. Okay. So how it is convert ma? It is converted into the silver halide. That is only we can write as a AgX. In this one, X is nothing but chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, X is nothing but here chlorine, bromine, iodine. So how we can calculate the percentage of the chlorine or percentage of the bromine or percentage of iodine? Sir, how we can calculate means, let us see now. Here, first we had taken as a W grams of the organic compound. What is the known mass of the organic compound we are taken here? That we are going to consider it as a W grams. Okay, how much weight we had taken, Tanishq? We had taken in a fusion tube is W grams of the organic compound. Okay, W grams of the organic compound is treated with W grams of organic compound heated with concentrated nitric acid to form M1 grams of M1 grams of silver halide. M1 grams of the silver halide. For example, now my question is estimation of the chlorine. Okay, so estimation of the chlorine means percentage of the chlorine. In this one, AgCl. How it is forming here? Silver chloride. Chlorine is present in the form of silver chloride. 1 mole of the AgCl is containing 35.5 grams of the chlorine. 1 mole of chlorine. How much here? Chlorine. How many grams of the chlorine is present in 1 mole of the AgCl means here? 35.5 grams of the chlorine is there in 1 mole of the AgCl. What is the molar mass of the AgCl? Chlorine atomic mass is 35.5. Okay, so what is meant by here? Chlorine atomic mass is 35.5. And silver atomic mass, how much it is? Silver Ag atomic mass is 108. And chlorine atomic mass is 35.5. If you add total means how much you will get, Tanishq? What is the molar mass of the silver chloride?
$35.5, sir.
Aditi, what is the molar mass of the silver chloride? Aditi, what is the molar mass?
Is it 143.5?
Very good. So 143.5, Tanish. So because of we are adding these two together here, you will get as a 5. It is 108.0. If you take means 5, you will get, okay, 8 plus 5. 8 plus 5 means you will get as a 13. And 3 plus 1, 4. And 1 it is. So total value is 143.5. So that means molar mass of the AgCl. AgCl is 143.5 grams of the AgCl is containing 35.5 grams of the chlorine. Okay, like that. So here in the experiment, how many grams of the AgCl it is formed? We got as M1 grams. We got as here M1 grams of the AgCl. M1 grams of the AgCl is containing 35.5 into M1 divided by 143.5 grams. Okay, how much grams it is containing here? 35.5 into M1 divided by 143.5 grams of the chlorine it contains. Okay, and how we can calculate the percentage? We have to calculate the percentage. They are not asking the mass. They are not asking the mass. We have to calculate the percentage of the chlorine. Okay, how we can calculate the percentage of the chlorine means percentage of the chlorine percentage Cl. Okay, percentage of the chlorine is equal to 35.5 into M1 divided by 143.5. Here, total mass we had taken. What is the total mass we had taken? W grams. And we want to calculate the percentage. Percentage means whole equation we have to multiply with 100. So whenever you multiply with 100 means you will get as a formula to calculate the percentage of the chlorine. Okay, so similarly we can write the formula for the percentage of the bromine and percentage of the iodine also. Okay, so we can calculate the formula for the percentage of the bromine. Okay, how we can write the formula for the percentage of the bromine? Bromine atomic mass is 80. Bromine atomic mass is 80. That means in place of 35.5, we can write as 80. Okay. And M1 into 100 divided by molar mass of the silver bromide. Any one of you. Molar mass of the silver bromide. AgBr molar mass. AgBr. I already told. So silver atomic mass is 108 and bromine atomic mass is 80. Then what is the molar mass of the silver bromide? What is the molar mass of the silver bromide? Sai Akshit?
So is it 188?
Very good, Aditi. Okay, so what is the molar mass of the silver bromide means here? 188 ma. Okay, molar mass of the silver bromide is 188. Okay, now, so how much mass of the organic compound we had taken is W grams. So by using this formula, we can calculate the percentage of the bromine. Similarly, we can calculate the percentage of iodine also, sir. How we can calculate the percentage of the iodine? Because of when the organic compound is containing the silver iodine, okay, it reacts with the silver nitrate. It reacts with here silver nitrate means it forms as a silver iodide. Okay, it forms as a silver iodide. So atomic mass of the silver 108. Atomic mass of the iodine is equal to 127. So 108 and 127. So how much will get the value? 15, 3, 2 here. 235. So 235 grams of the silver iodide is containing 127 grams of the iodine. How much for? 127 grams of the iodine it is there. Okay. Then how much mass of the silver iodide it is formed means here M1 grams of the silver iodide is formed. Okay, how much mass of the silver iodide is formed here? M1 grams. That means how we can write the formula to calculate the percentage of the iodine means here 127 into M1 into 100 divided by 100 divided by 100 divided by total mass of the silver iodide. What is the mass of the silver iodide means here 235 into and mass we had taken as a W grams. So these are the formulas we are using to calculate the percentage of the chlorine. So all of you understood here percentage of the chlorine, percentage of the bromine and percentage of iodine. All of you, is that clear? Everyone? Tanishq?
Yes, sir.
Tanishq, you got the clarity? Tanishq, once you read all the formulas, now you have to tell the formulas. Now we are going to do the calculations, some calculations. Once you check it out. Aditi, you
Okay.
also. Sai Akshit, you also. Once you check it out the formulas, what is the formula we are using to calculate the percentage of the chlorine? What is the formula we are using to calculate the percentage of bromine? Once you check it out, ma. Then can I copy the question? Tanish, you read the formulas? Aditi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So then I'm giving the question based on this one. Here I give one question, ma. Once you check it out. I give the question here. So once you read the question, all of you. What is the question I had given? 1 gram of bromoalkane. 1 gram of bromoalkane on heating with excess of the silver nitrate with the carrier's tube. Okay, carrier's tube method gave 0.94 grams of the yellow color precipitate. What is the percentage of percent weight of the halogen? What is percent weight of the halogen? First, what is the formula we have to use? The question is related to chlorine, bromine, or iodine. Tanishq? Tanishq, the question is related to which one? Aditi?
So bromine.
Bromine. The question is related to bromine. And what is the formula we can use to calculate the bromine percentage of the bromine, Aditi?
Sir, 80 into M1 into 100 by 188 into W.
Okay. 80 into M1 into 100 divided by 188 into W, first of all. So in this one, so what is the W weight, ma? W is equal to
0.94 grams.
zero. W weight, W is nothing but give known mass of the organic compound now. What
Sorry,
is
sir.
the known? Okay, what is the known mass of the organic compound they had even given in a question? 1 gram, sir. Okay, so according to the question here, 1 gram of the bromoalkane, 1 gram of the bromoalkane is nothing but it is an organic compound. On heating with the excess of silver nitrate in carriers tube, it gives us a M1 grams. What is the M1 is nothing but here, M1 is equal to 0.94. M1 is equal to 0.94. 94 grams of the precipitate silver bromide is going to be formed. Okay, and they're asking what is the percentage weight of the halogen? What is percentage weight of the halogen? Okay, now if you substitute these values and you can simplify, if you substitute these values and simplify means 80 into what is the M1 value? 0.94. M1 value is equal to 0.94 into 100 divided by 188 into here W we got as a 1 gram. W got as a 1 gram. So to simplify that one, so this we can write as a 80 into 94 into 100 divided by 188 into 100 I am writing. So because of 0.94 also we can write as a 94 by 100 Anna. 0.94 also we can write as a 94 divided by 100 only. Okay. Now this 100 is going to be cancelled. And anything is going to be cancelled here. Is
Sir,
anything is
we can just divide 80 and 188 by common factors.
80 divided by 188.
Yeah, so by using common factors.
How much you are getting, ma? We take two table, 2 nines, 2 fours. Okay. And if we take here 2 fours and 0. And here also 94, here also 94. 94 is going to be cancelled.
Multiply 80 into 94, we are getting 7,520, which is divisible by 188, like multiplied by 4. 40 is the answer.
40 is the answer, ma. So 40 grams. What is means 40 percentage it is there. So percentage na. So how much percentage of the bromine it is there means here 40 percentage of the bromine present in a given organic compound. Now you got the clarity how to calculate. So can I give one more question? Can I give last question, ma? So that you have to solve, you have to tell the answer. Okay. Now I'm giving one more question to you. Another question. One second, I'm doing one more question. This question you have to solve. All of you got the screen? Once you read the question, if you are able to see the screen means. I'm trying to increase the font size. Now, so what is the question? Who's going to give the answer for this one? Samhita, what is the formula we can use for this question? Sorry.
So can you scroll back up again one more time?
Yeah. In a carriers method, 0.1890 grams of the organic compound gave 0.2870 grams of the silver chloride. Calculate the percentage of the chlorine in a compound. Tanishk, what is the formula we can use? Tanishk, Samhita, Sai Akshit. What is the formula we can use? What they're asking? First of all, shall we write the data, ma? What is the weight of the organic compound? That means W. How much organic compound they had taken, ma, in a reaction? Make it fast. We'll discuss another concept also.
0.1809.
Huh? 0.189
189.
grams. Okay, 0.1890 grams of the organic compound they had taken.
Sir, I
Okay.
got the answer.
Okay, ma, very good.
So is it 364?
1 second, ma, will check it out. 364.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I got it as 363.8, but I rounded it off to 364.
What about others? What about others? Remaining all, you got the answer? How much you got, the Aditi?
So 363.8.
363.8. Aditi, percentage means you will get less than 100. Aditi, percentage means less than 100. Ma.
But sir, I did the same thing and I got it as.
Once you simplify, simplification problem, it may be there. You won't get as 300. Okay, last one also we got as a 40 for any decimal adjustment. It is there once you check it out. What is the M1 value? Okay, anyway, we'll try. So what is the M1 value in this one? M1 is equal to 0.270. 0.2870. And what is the formula we are using to calculate the percentage of the chlorine? Percentage of the chlorine is equal to 35.5 into M1, 0.2870 into 100 divided by 100 divided by. So what is the mass of the AgCl? 143.5 into here 0.1890 0.1890. Is that clear?
So is the answer 37.5?
Very good, ma. 37.8 is the answer. That is only I'm telling the decimal adjustment somewhere you have done the mistake.
No, sir. Like I can't. Just to remove the decimal and multiply it by 100 all like twice accidentally.
Okay. Actually, exactly if you calculate this one means you will get as answer is here 37.8 is the answer. Okay. Sir, if you simplify this one means how much you're getting the answer, sir? 37.8 is the 37.8 percentage of the chlorine it is there. How
So
much percentage of
rounded
the
off to 38.
ma?
Yeah,
Round
rounded off to
of value we can take as a 38 ma. Round of value we can take as a 38. But in examination, what they'll do now sometimes to make you confused. In MCQ questions, they'll give us exact values also na. That
So
time accurate.
with us in integers, like we rounded
Yeah.
it to something else, and the answer in integers was in exact decimal numbers.
Yes, ma. Integer questions also we are having here. So that time exactly we have to calculate. Okay. So there also we get this kind of questions. Is that clear, everyone? So anyone you're having simplification doubt? Samhita, do you have any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, ma. So then we'll go for the another concept. So what is another concept means here? Estimation of the sulfur. Okay, estimation of sulfur. What is another concept means here? Estimation of sulfur. Estimation of sulfur. Okay, what is meant by the how we can estimate the sulfur means first estimation of the sulfur also we are using Carrier's method. What is the method we are using here? Carrier's method only we are using to estimate the sulfur also. Sir, what is meant by the estimation of the sulfur and what is meant by the Carrier's method means first we are taking as a longest glass tube. We are taking as a longest glass tube which act as say, longest glass tube. The longest glass tube only we can call as a Carrier's tube. The longest glass tube is called as a Carrier's tube. In this one, we are taking as a fusion tube. In this one, we are taking as a fusion tube. In this one, we are taking as a known mass of the organic compound. In this one, we are taking as a known mass of organic compound. And along with that one, we are filling with this one concentrated nitric acid. We are taking as a concentrated nitric acid. So whenever you take as a concentrated nitric acid, if the organic compound is containing the sulfur is it oxidizes into sulfuric acid. Okay, if the organic compound is contains sulfur, if the sulfur it is there in a given organic compound, the sulfur is it oxidizes with the concentrated nitric acid. Concentrated nitric acid is it oxidizes the sulfur into sulfuric acid H2SO4. Okay, so what are the sulfuric acid is formed? That it is neutralized with aqueous solution of the barium chloride. Sulfuric acid is neutralized with aqueous solution of barium chloride. After adding the barium chloride, it forms as a barium sulfate, BaSO4. It gives us a white color precipitate. So white color precipitate is forming. Plus here 2 moles of the HCl. It gives us a white color precipitate. Whatever the precipitate it is formed, that we are doing the filtration. If you do the filtration, means your filtrate, it comes outside and the solid substance can be present on the filter paper, that we are making as a dry, and we can weight also. After making of the dry, if you are weighing, means whatever the weight you are getting, that we can call as a M1 grams. Okay, whatever the weight we are taking, that we are taking as a M1 grams. So how many grams of the organic compound we had taken in a fusion tube, means that we consider it as a W grams here. Okay, now already you know the molecular formula of the barium sulfate. Okay, 1 mole of the barium sulfate is containing how many sulfur atoms, ma? The number of sulfur atoms present in a barium sulfate. Aditi, in barium sulfate, how many sulfur atoms are there?
1.
1, sir. What is the atomic mass of the sulfur?
32.
32. Now, molar mass of the barium sulfate, ma. Molar mass of the barium sulfate is 233, ma. Okay, so what is the molar mass of the barium sulfate means here? 233. 233 grams, ma. 1 second. Right, ma. 233 only. So what is the molar mass of the barium sulfate means here? 233. 233 grams of barium sulfate contains 32 grams of the sulfur. 32 grams of the sulfur. 32 grams of the sulfur. Then what about the M1 grams here? What about Mn grams? Mn grams of the barium sulfate is contains. M1 grams of the barium sulfate is contains 32 into M1 divided by 233 into 233. Okay, so 233 here. Now we have to calculate the percentage of the sulfur. How we can write the formula to calculate the percentage of the sulfur? The percentage of the sulfur is equal to 32 into M1 divided by 233 into W. Percentage means we have to multiply with 100. Na? So if you multiply with 100 means you will get as the formula. So this is the formula we are using to calculate the percentage of the sulfur. Okay, so this is the formula we are using to calculate the percentage of the sulfur. So based on that we can do one calculation. Okay, just I'll copy the question immediately. I am getting very small size now, so it's taking very slow. At least all of you are able to see the question. Can you try this question, ma? Here they had given one question. In a sulfur estimation, 0.157 grams of the organic compound gave 0.4813 grams of the barium sulfate. What is the percentage of the sulfur in a compound? So can you please note down this question and you can solve. We will discuss in the next class. Okay? And you have to tell the answer by tomorrow. Formula also it is there. Tanishk, just note down the question. All of you note down the question. Okay? And you solve this question by tomorrow.